This video can truly change your life for the better, especially when it comes to your financial reality. I honestly believe that if you apply what I'm sharing here and follow these steps for just the next 30 days, you'll begin to see a significant shift. A shift in how you attract money in abundance into your life. And if you don't feel that change, you can come right back here and call me a liar. That's how much I believe in this. I've dedicated my life to sharing this with the world because it worked for me. It worked for so many of my close friends and loved ones, and I know it can work for you too. No matter how bad your financial situation might be right now, this formula still works. This video is part of the Manifest Money Mastery series, a hands-on training I created to help you master money through manifestation. I've made an entire playlist for it. If this video brings you value, make sure to check out the rest of it. All right, let's dive right in. The very first step of this universal formula? Here's what I want you to do. Grab a pen and paper or open the Notes app on your phone, and I want you to write this down in big, clear letters. I am 100% responsible for my current financial situation. Write it down like you've just reclaimed full control over your financial destiny. This part is crucial, and I'll tell you why. Because I know that feeling. The stress of drowning in debt, lying awake at night worrying about rent, bills piling up, the fear, the stuckness, the not knowing where to even begin. I know the shame of seeing your friends move forward while you feel like you're stuck in place. I've been there. There was a time when I blamed everything and everyone for my money situation. I blamed being born into a poor family. I blamed my boss for not giving me a raise. I blamed taxes. I blamed the endless bills. The more I blamed, the more tired and powerless I felt, and the deeper I fell into that toxic cycle. I was constantly angry, frustrated, bitter about money. I felt like I had nothing left to lose. And then I heard something from Tony Robbins that hit me like lightning. He said, "The moment you take 100% responsibility is the moment you gain full control over your destiny." And in that moment, something cracked open in me. I realized the energy of blame was only pulling me deeper into the problem. It wasn't helping, it was hurting. Because every time we blame someone or something, we're sending a message to the universe. I'm not in charge of my life. But that's not true. Everything you're experiencing isn't coming from outside of you. It's a reflection of your past thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, the energy you've been putting out. And in one of my lowest moments, I decided to try something, even though I didn't believe it fully yet. I sat down, grabbed a piece of paper, and wrote that sentence. I am 100% responsible for my current financial situation. At first, it felt fake, like I was lying to myself, but something inside me shifted. I decided to go with it. And every time a negative thought about money came up, instead of complaining, I'd pause, I'd whisper to myself, or write in my journal. This came from me. I'm responsible. And then something unexpected happened. My energy began to shift. I stopped feeling so angry, so helpless. My mind stopped looping on the problem and instead started searching for the solution. It's like this. When your car breaks down and you realize you caused it, you stop being mad at the world, you focus on how to fix it. That's exactly what happened. I moved out of victim energy, the low, stuck, blaming frequency, and into creator energy, a higher frequency where clarity exists, where new possibilities start to open up. And even from my deepest financial struggles, I started receiving lessons. I began turning emotional pain into power. I reclaimed my strength. And let me be honest, I didn't think that simply taking responsibility could shift anything outside of me. I already knew so much about money, saving, investing, budgeting. But what I didn't know was how powerful it is to change the energy behind the problem. Because when I started truly practicing 100% responsibility, something clicked. My brain, my energy, they started behaving differently. And here's what's wild. Your brain can't tell the difference. between actually being a victim and acting like one. It just follows the signal you give it. So if you keep sending out the signal, I'm a victim, you stay stuck at that frequency. But if you shift to the signal, I'm responsible, you immediately begin to rise into a new place, a new power. And that's where solutions live. That's where breakthroughs begin. So from this moment forward, anytime something stressful happens with money, I want you to say this to yourself. This came from me. I'm responsible, no one else. Then ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? What lesson is here for me? And is it possible that this challenge actually protected me from something worse? Practice this every single day. Because this is the very first and most powerful step to reclaiming your power. Now that you've locked in the first key, taking full responsibility for where you are, the next step is absolutely crucial. You have to get crystal clear on what you truly want. This is step 2. Set a clear goal and write it down. A clear goal isn't just, I want to be rich. It's about knowing exactly what you want financially and why you want it. Your goal needs to meet 3 important criteria. It has to be specific, measurable, how much money, what kind of job, what kind of house, and it must come from a pure intention, a reason that feels good, aligned, and true. And it should be short, easy to remember, something your subconscious can grab onto like a clear command. Back when I first started manifesting money, I made some major mistakes, and for a long time, nothing happened. The 3 biggest mistakes I made? 1, my goals were vague, way too general. 2, I wanted too many things at once, career, money, love, and my mind felt scattered, unfocused. 3, and this was the biggest one, I wanted it from a place of ego, a selfish, misaligned motive. At one point, I set a goal to manifest $100,000 just so I could buy a new car to prove to my ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend that I wasn't a loser. Sounds relatable, right? We've all had moments of pride or insecurity. But when your goal is born from that kind of energy, it doesn't work, period. My mentor once told me, any goal that doesn't come from a good intention is guaranteed to fail. No sweet fruit grows from a bitter seed. So learn from my mistakes. Right now, write down your money goal. Make it specific. How much do you want? And most importantly, why do you want to attract this? Who else will benefit from this money besides you? This is where your good motive comes in. Focus on 1 or 2 major financial goals at a time. You only have 24 hours a day. Don't spread your energy too thin. For example, you could write, I'm so grateful to earn $100,000 a month. Why do I want this? Because it allows me to support my family and buy life insurance for my parents to protect their health. Remember, if you want the law of attraction or universal energy to work for you, give it a clear and aligned target, one that's good for others and good for you. Because everything you send out will come back, bigger, louder, stronger. So make sure you write it down clearly. Now you've got a clear goal, but how do you turn that goal from words on paper into reality in your life? That's where most people get stuck. And that's where step 3 comes in. Charge your goal with energy and transform it into unshakable belief. The power of belief can change everything. Science has proven this through the placebo effect. People taking sugar pills thinking it's real medicine and actually healing because they believed it would work. Masters like Napoleon Hill, Neville Goddard, and Joseph Murphy all talked about this. Belief and the feeling of already having it are at the heart of manifestation. But let me be honest with you, building belief, especially if you've been doubting yourself for years, is it easy? There are 2 reasons why your goals might not be working, even after you write them down. 1, you're just visualizing or repeating them mechanically, without energy. And 2, the most important one, deep inside you still feel fear and disbelief. You doubt if it'll ever come true. You're nervous. You second-guess yourself. I bet if you're currently earning $10,000 a month and you write a goal saying, I now earn $100,000 a month, your brain instantly screams back, yeah, right, how's that gonna happen? You feel a wave of anxiety, doubt, and those emotions are like poison to your goal. They kill it before it can even take root in your subconscious. So, here's the antidote, the special prescription that changed everything for me. It helped me attract what I wanted with ease and fast. Within 3 months, I'd paid off over half my debt and started attracting incredible opportunities. Here's what you do. Add this sentence to the end of your goal. I believe I can do this as soon as possible. For example, I earn $100,000 a month. I believe I can do this as soon as possible. And repeat that full sentence 200 to 500 times a day, or more if you can. Why does this work? Because it doesn't lie to your brain. It doesn't create conflict between your big goal and your current limited beliefs. It doesn't force your mind to pretend I already have $100K when it clearly doesn't. Instead, it gently leads your subconscious to accept the goal and start working toward it. You're telling your mind, here's what I want, and I believe it's possible. That belief softens resistance and makes space for the seed to grow. Now, why 200 to 500 times? Because the brain needs repetition. Just like learning any new skill, the more you repeat it, the faster you master it. Same goes for your goal. The more you repeat it with feeling, the faster that energy builds. And if you say it 200 to 500 times every day, within 7 days, you'll start to actually believe it. Within a month, new ideas will show up, unexpected opportunities will open, people you haven't spoken to in years might suddenly message you with a new project or offer. And in 3 months, you'll likely hit 70% of what you set out to manifest. That's what happened for me. Some of my friends saw results within just 2 months. So make sure you repeat your goal with that final line. Every day, I believe I can do this as soon as possible, 200 to 500 times. And I believe you absolutely can do this sooner than you think. Step 4, and this might sound a little crazy, even impossible at first, is this. The most powerful technique is to give away the very thing you want. Sounds illogical, right? If you're craving money and you're short on cash, how in the world are you supposed to give it away first? But hold on, I want you to hear me out. Please listen carefully. I've spent years studying this. I've read over 50 books on wealth and abundance, from sacred texts like the Bible to teachings on energy science, Buddhism, spirituality, and quantum physics. I've learned from modern billionaires and ancient wisdom from over 50,000 years ago. And do you know what all of them have in common? They share the same great secret. Give. Help others. If you want something to flow into your life, stop clinging to it, stop stressing about how to get it, and instead do something simpler, something paradoxical but powerful. Give away the thing you're longing to receive. If you want money, give money. Share it with people you love. Support someone who truly needs it. If you don't have much, give a little. A small gift, a good meal, a thoughtful donation. And if you're in a place where you can't give financially at all, then give something else. Your time, your wisdom, your presence, your encouragement. The key is to give first, and give with a heart that's sincere, open, and truly wants the other person to feel full, happy, and supported. I know it sounds wild, but it's real. This isn't just feel-good advice. This is one of life's most important energetic tests when it comes to attracting wealth. Because giving does something incredibly powerful. It shifts your frequency. It moves you out of fear, out of scarcity, out of I don't have enough, and into the feeling of abundance. The feeling that I have something to share. And that vibration of abundance, it's up at 500 plus on the energy scale. It's light, expansive, magnetic. And from that state, you begin to attract money effortlessly, without the push, the stress, or the force. That's why the Bible says the generous will prosper. That's why Jewish billionaires teach their children to give 10% to care for their community. That's why the wealthiest people in the world create massive charitable foundations, because they understand the power of this law. And I want you to know, if you only did this one step, just this, to give what you want, to give generously with a heart that truly wants others to thrive, it would be enough. Even if you skip the first 3 steps, taking responsibility, setting goals, building belief, this one step alone can still change everything. If you could only choose one thing to do from this entire 7-step formula, make it this: give. Give even when you feel like you don't have enough. Give with a full heart. Give with love. Trust me, this single habit will change your life. Money will come. Joy will come, peace will come, recognition, purpose, love, they'll all flow toward you, and not just in bursts, but in a way that lasts, in a way that builds sustainable wealth and well-being. Give and dissolve the wall between you and abundance, between you and the people around you. Start helping others in the smallest ways. Why? Because every giant tree starts as a tiny seed. An oak tree that weighs over 3 tons began from an acorn that weighed just a few grams. Even if all you can give is $5, $10, but you give it from a place of love with a true desire to uplift someone else, the universe will take that seed and grow it into something massive. It might show up as a new client that brings you $500 in profit. It might be a home you find for $50,000 less than expected. Sometimes the only thing standing between you and your biggest breakthrough is a simple act of giving. And if you want to go deeper into the practice of giving, how to do it strategically to amplify your results and accelerate your manifestations, check out my special video on this inside the Manifest Money Mastery playlist on my YouTube channel. Now it's time for step 5. A step that's incredibly simple but can dramatically speed up how fast you manifest money. Go to sleep happy and nourish your goals with gratitude. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Here's what I mean. Every night, just before you fall asleep, that sacred window of time, I want you to pause for a few minutes and truly, deeply feel happiness. Where does the happiness come from? From the good things you did that day. Think of someone you helped, no matter how small it was. Picture their face, their smile, and feel that quiet joy rise up inside you just from knowing you made someone else's day better. That feeling isn't random. That feeling is sacred. It's because within you is the divine essence of Source, of God, of light. And when you give, when you help others, when you spread something kind, that's when you connect the most with your true self. That's when life starts to feel deeply meaningful, even magical. And no, it doesn't have to be anything grand like donating $1 million, not at all. Think about the little things. Maybe today you bought your parents a small gift, just because. Maybe you made your partner their favorite coffee in the morning. Maybe you helped a co-worker with a tough project. Maybe you tipped the delivery guy a little extra because it was raining. Focus on those acts of kindness and feel the joy of giving. You feel happy when others feel happy. Now here's how you double the power of this moment. Combine that joy with gratitude. Be grateful for everything you already have, especially when it comes to money. Grateful for the money you do have in your account, even if it's not a lot. Grateful for your job, your income, your skills that help you earn. Grateful for the tiny opportunities already showing up in your life. And most of all, thank Source, thank God, for the blessings in abundance that you can already feel right now. Be grateful, as if everything you've ever wished for has already happened. Soak in that joy. Let yourself marinate in it. Then, gently drift off to sleep with that feeling. And what happens next is pure magic. When you sleep, your logical mind, the prefrontal cortex, shuts down, but your subconscious and your energy field, they stay active. That elevated state of happiness and gratitude will seep deep into your subconscious. It radiates out into the universe at a frequency of 500 plus and beyond. And that frequency, It's one of the most magnetic forces for attracting money in abundance. It works while you sleep. You don't need to chase. You don't need to hustle. You just sleep and let the frequency do the work. If you want, you can also listen to high-frequency meditation music as you drift off. But honestly, the real secret is this. Go to sleep with genuine joy and sincere gratitude. So make this your nightly habit. Reflect on the good things you did. Feel the happiness of being a giver. Then layer it with deep, soul-level gratitude for everything you already have, especially financially. Then sleep. That's it. So it's simple yet incredibly powerful. Now we arrive at step 6. A principle that is absolutely essential if you want this formula to truly work. Trust and fully release control. What does this mean? After everything you've already put into motion, you don't need to control the outcome anymore. Think of it like planting a seed in the ground. You chose the right seed, your clear goal. You planted it through energy and giving. You watered and nourished it with gratitude and aligned action. Now what? You don't sit there digging it up every 5 minutes to check if it's sprouting. You don't force it to grow in a specific direction. You don't scream at it to grow faster. You simply trust that it's been planted and that it will grow in perfect timing according to nature's law. Everything in the universe works like that. There's timing, there's alignment, there are unseen forces at play. The universe doesn't need you to stand guard, watching and wondering when your manifestation will appear. It just needs one thing from you now. Trust that it's already on its way. So many people confuse letting go with giving up. But let's make this clear. Letting go is not quitting. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring about what you want, not at all. Letting go means releasing the old belief that everything has to happen your way. It means letting go of the doubt that it won't work out, letting go of the tight grip on how the universe is supposed to deliver it. You've already done the work. You've placed your order with the universe, with a clear goal and a beautiful intention. You've tuned your vibration through giving and gratitude. You've planted seeds through emotion, thoughts, words, and actions. Now your job is not to stand there stressing about when will it come or is it even working. Your job is to believe fully that what you asked for has already been received and is making its way back to you right now. So trust and wait with openness. Don't pressure the universe with rigid expectations about when it should happen or how it should look. You don't have to force the delivery method. Because, remember this, the universe is smarter than you think. Its response might not look the way your logical mind imagined. It might come as an unexpected gift, a surprising invitation, a sudden business opportunity, a phone call that seems random, an idea that flashes through your mind at just the right time. All of these are answers. All of them are signs. So trust, stay open, and let it come in however it wants to. All right, you've made it through 6 powerful steps. Now comes the final piece. Step 7, stay consistent and repeat the process. My friend, the journey to true prosperity is not a straight, smooth road lined with roses, not even close. There will be unexpected turns, uphill climbs, and moments where you feel like giving up. There will be days when you question everything I've just taught you. And in those exact moments, you will need to tap into one thing: persistence. It doesn't have to be a blazing fire, just a steady flame in your heart, something that keeps burning quietly but fiercely. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is lasting wealth or the abundant life you're calling in. It takes time. Time to take root. Time to unfold. There will be phases where it feels like nothing's changing, where things seem slow, like you're stuck. But this is the test. This is when your commitment is being shaped. Don't give in. Don't give up. Keep the flame alive. Keep believing in yourself and in this formula. Keep practicing what you've learned. From radical responsibility to goal setting, charging your energy, giving from the heart, gratitude, and releasing control. Repeat it, live it, breathe it. And remember, manifestation isn't magic without action. The universe won't just hand you money while you sit back and daydream. No, the universe gives you pieces of the puzzle, signals, nudges, divine ideas, chance meetings. Your job? Take action. Follow the pull. Trust the instinct. Move forward with passion and faith. Along the way, fears will come. Doubts will whisper. Fear of failure. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of what others might say. Fear that things are moving too slow. But I want your faith to be louder than all of it, so loud that you simply have no choice but to keep going. Keep walking toward your financial dreams, one committed day at a time. I love you all so much, and I deeply believe in your potential. The reason I'm sharing this 7-step formula, the reason I've poured my heart into this video, is because I believe every single person is born deserving of wealth, abundance, and freedom. And I want to give you the path to get there. Take a moment to recognize how far you've already come. Just the fact that you're here, learning, absorbing, showing up is powerful. It means something. How beautiful it is to grow wiser each day about money, about energy, about how to consciously manifest the life you deserve. How beautiful it is to show up every day not just for a goal, but for your best financial self. For the future you're building, for the people you love, for the abundance you're calling in. So don't stop here. Keep going. Keep applying these 7 steps. Keep living it until financial freedom isn't just a dream. It's your reality. It's your new normal. And before we wrap up, I want you to pause just for a moment and give yourself some love. Clap for yourself, say to yourself, I am amazing, I am powerful, I am magical, I am proud of me. Thank you so much for watching. I truly love you, and I'll see you in the next video.